Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is a quick tutorial to show students and teachers how they can use Jamboard to create the vocabulary passport. It's something that's going to be utilized throughout the school year as students encounter words that are new to them. And one thing to keep in mind is that you can definitely use paper and pencil or pen to do the vocabulary passport, whatever works for you. But this is just one online tool. So if you go to the area where you see the circle for your name, you should be able to click that and see the different apps that are available for Google, one of them being Jamboard. Once I open it, I have a blank page and I have these icons on the left-hand side, and I'll show you quickly how to use those. This is just a pen, or you can change it to a marker. You can pick different colors. This is an eraser, of course, the mouse for selection, moving around. This is to create a sticky note. And notice that you can change the different colors and backgrounds, and I'll share an example of how you might want to utilize that in a second. And then also right here, you can put in images that relate to your words, which is pretty cool. Just use the Google image search. That's the first place that I would suggest. So close that. And then right here, just like a little doodling tool or a laser area. Okay, so you just move around like that. So real quick, I put up here the title Vocabulary Passport because it's going to be my vocabulary passport. Might even change it to, Unit 1, or I might call it, I might put my name in it, whatever you want to put there, but I always suggest to have a title. You can even put a date, whatever works for you. The next thing that I did was I put the word that the teacher wanted me to define. And keep in mind that these might be words that the teacher gives you or words that you find and encounter on your own while you're reading. So the word that I saw was tremendous, so I put it there. And then I just put some little post-it notes to remind myself of a few things. For me, I like the color green to remember things for whatever reason that stands out. So I chose a different color, green, and I said I underlined TRE because it reminds me of the word tree. Okay. My other note to myself, OUS at the end lets me know that they're describing something. So I used the little marker right here to underline those parts of the word and then create a post in a different color so it stood out. Next, I put my post-it or my sticky in a different color so I could show my definition. And one thing that I mentioned, and I'll talk about the tips in a second, and actually let's talk about the tips now. Right here, I just think color coding tends to help. It makes my brain remember things. So if I always have the word in yellow and I have my reminders in green, then I know what I can go back and look at. So one tip I mentioned right here, I chose yellow for the words that I need to define, green for the notes. It might be blue for you, whatever works for you, the student. Another thing that I thought about was definitely having the definition or my guess about what the word is, or when I look it up, um, putting it in a sticky color mark area. So it's all up to you. The next thing that I did was I said that the trees are pretty big usually, and I think tremendous means something big or very large. And then I put a picture. So right here, I just clicked this. I said tree, searched. It gave me these. I didn't spend a long time. I just picked the first one because I don't, want to spend too much time picking pictures. And then I put it there. So now I have one entry in my vocabulary passport. And I can always share this with my teacher. If it's a grade, I can show it, to other students in the classroom if I'm presenting my screen. It's a lot of things that I could do. I could even, let's see, because I just thought of something a minute ago. I guess not. It would be cool if you could put a link to something like vocabulary.com or something, or anything that you use to get your ideas from, or something like that. That would be pretty cool. So I don't see that on here, but that doesn't mean it's not here. So hopefully this gives you some ideas about the vocabulary passport, how you can utilize it. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Me personally, I might probably use paper and pencil because things stick better in my head that way, but it's up to you, the teacher and the student. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a good day.